Welcome back. In the first video, we wound the coils and then soldered them together to make the coil assembly. In this video, we're going to take the coils and cast them in a fiberglass resin to make the stator. So let's get started. For convenience, this is the stator mold that we offer from our website. Being a do-it-yourselfer, this is something that you can easily make. We use a laminate material which allows the stator to release easily after molding and provides a great surface finish. The coil assembly should fit snugly around the center core, which will keep it in perfect alignment inside the stator. Determine the location for the terminal buttons. Then drill a hole through the bottom plate, which will allow these to be bolted into place. In this next step, use tape to seal all of the open edges inside the mold. Take special care to make sure that all of the edges are sealed and that the tape is smooth and free of wrinkles. Use your favorite automotive car wax as a mold release and thoroughly coat all of the parts of the mold. Put a mark on the edges of the parts. This way you'll know how it goes together later on. Carefully lay out the fiberglass cloth, then roughly cut a square piece that fits the base of the mold. Then cut a circular piece which will fit inside the mold cavity. The square piece of fiberglass cloth then gets sandwiched in between the base and the center section of the mold. Secure the parts together with the screws provided. Then make openings through the fabric for each of the bolt holes. Install all of the bolts and washers, and now the mold is ready for casting. The coils need to be cleaned from all oils and contaminants. Most of this is from the soldering process. Use an evaporating solvent and wire brush to clean everything up. Now we can set the coil assembly inside the mold. Secure the terminal buttons in place through the screw holes that we drilled previously. Our stator casting resin is a special two-part epoxy that features an extended pot life, thin viscosity, and low odor. It mixes in a 3-to-1 ratio, which is easily done with the convenient dispensing pumps. Pour some of the resin over the coils. Then carefully work the resin into the fiberglass cloth, making sure that it's fully saturated, and remove as many air pockets as possible. Our resin casting system makes it easy to mix the resin as it's needed. This helps eliminate any waste. Lay the circular piece of fiberglass cloth over the coils and continue to work it into the resin. At this point, it is not important to fill the mold all the way to the top, but do try to work out as many air pockets as possible. Then put the cover on the mold and tighten all the bolts. It's normal for resin to start squeezing out through the edges. Incline the mold with the filler hole at the top and gently tap on it to help release any remaining air bubbles still trapped inside. Add more resin as needed and repeat this process several times until all of the air bubbles have been removed. Then let it sit so the resin can cure. After the resin has cured for a day or two, remove all of the bolts from the mold, then carefully open it up. After the stator has been removed, carefully trim the edges. Carefully cut through the fiberglass and remove the center core. Remove all of the tape and clean the edges with sandpaper. Then scrape the fiberglass off of the terminal buttons and clean these with sandpaper as well. Wow, this stator turned out really nice, and I'm sure that yours will too. In the next video, we're going to build the rotors, and that will complete our alternator. I hope this has been helpful, and thank you for watching.